Embrace suffering to grow, the Buddhist inner path. Accepting bad days, the Buddhist path to true happiness. Human beings, from the moment they are born until the day they close their eyes for the last time, seem to have only one fundamental desire: to be happy. Whether rich or poor, young or old, successful or unsuccessful, deep within every human heart lies the same wish: to live in peace, to feel that one's life has meaning, and to be free from suffering. If we were to ask anyone in this world, do you want to be happy? The answer would almost certainly be yes. No hesitation. No second thoughts. Happiness is something every living being longs for. And yet, there is a strange paradox: the more people search for happiness, the more unhappy they often become. The more tightly they try to hold on, the emptier they feel. The more intensely they chase it, the more exhausted they grow. And the more they desire a life that is always good, the more they suffer when confronted with the unavoidable bad days of life. Why is this so? 1. Life is an endless chase for happiness. When we look closely at our own lives, we may realize that most of the time we live in a constant state of seeking. We seek joy, recognition, success, wealth, love, and a sense of security. We tell ourselves, when I have more money, I will be happy. When I become successful, I will be happy. When people treat me well, I will be happy. When life becomes less difficult, then I will finally find peace. And so, we spend our entire lives running after conditions for happiness. Tragically, once we achieve one condition, a new desire immediately arises. When we gain something, we begin to fear losing it. When we reach a certain level, we compare ourselves to others. Happiness becomes something that always lies ahead, never something that exists here and now. The Buddha called this the cycle of craving, a circle with no end. We desire, we obtain, we feel satisfied for a brief moment, and then we desire even more. Therefore, the Buddha did not say that human beings cannot find happiness. He said that we are searching for happiness in the wrong place. 2. Happiness does not exist in the external world. According to Buddhist teachings, the deepest reason people fail to find happiness is that they place their happiness in things that are impermanent. Money can be lost. Fame can fade. Relationships can change. Health can deteriorate. Circumstances can collapse at any moment. These things may bring pleasure, but they cannot provide lasting happiness. Pleasure is a short-lived feeling of enjoyment. Eating a delicious meal. Buying something new. Receiving praise. Achieving an accomplishment. But pleasure is like a small flame, it flares up quickly and extinguishes just as fast. Afterwards, we feel empty again and want more. Happiness, as taught by the Buddha, is a state of inner abiding, a sense of fullness that arises from within, independent of whether the external world is favorable or difficult. To understand this, we must return to one of the most fundamental truths of Buddhism. 3. The mind is the root of suffering and happiness. In the opening verses of the Dhammapada, the Buddha revealed a profound truth. If with an impure mind, a person speaks or acts, suffering follows them, like the wheel follows the ox that pulls the cart. If with a pure mind, a person speaks or acts, happiness follows them, like a shadow that never leaves. This means that it is not circumstances that determine whether our lives are painful or joyful, but the state of our mind when facing those circumstances. The same event occurs. One person collapses, filled with bitterness and resentment. Another learns the lesson, grows, and becomes stronger. The difference lies not in the event, but in the mind. Thus, Buddhism does not teach us to escape suffering, nor does it promise a life without bad days. Instead, it teaches us how to live with bad days without being destroyed by them. 4. Accepting reality, the first step toward happiness. One of the greatest causes of human suffering is our refusal to accept reality. We want life to always go smoothly, people to always understand and treat us kindly, every day to be a good day, no failures, losses, or emotional wounds. But that is not real life. Life naturally includes sunny days and rainy days, success and failure, meetings and separations, joy and sorrow. When we accept that bad days are a natural part of life, we no longer collapse when they arise. The Buddha taught that it is not the experience itself that causes suffering, but our resistance to it. Whenever we encounter hardship, we have two choices: to focus on pain, resentment, and self-torment, or to focus on the lesson the situation is trying to teach us. Those who choose the second path are not free from pain, they simply understand that suffering can have meaning if we are willing to learn from it. 5. Letting go of control, understanding our limits. Another part of accepting reality is recognizing that we cannot control everything. We cannot control other people as thoughts, other people as reactions, whether others love or dislike us, whether life is fair. But we can always control our attitude, our response, our choices, the direction of our mind. When we try to control what lies beyond our power, we create additional suffering. When we release what does not belong to us, our mind begins to feel lighter. 6. Generosity, the path to lasting happiness. In Buddhism, generosity, dana, is one of the most fundamental practices for purifying the mind. The world teaches us having more brings happiness, accumulating brings security, holding tightly prevents loss. But the Buddha taught the opposite. Giving is the way to liberate the mind. Letting go is the way to enrich the heart. When we give without expecting anything in return, something remarkable happens, the heart opens and the mind becomes lighter. The joy that arises from seeing another person as suffering reduced because of our actions is a deep kind of happiness, deeper than any material pleasure. And most importantly, this joy does not fade with time. Years later, when we remember a moment of kindness we once offered, we still feel warmth in our hearts. That is the sign of true happiness. 7. Forgiveness, freeing the heart from chains. Forgiveness is one of the most difficult practices, yet also one of the most healing. Forgiveness does not mean justifying wrongdoing, accepting injustice, allowing others to continue harming us. Forgiveness means releasing the burden in our heart, not allowing the past to imprison the present, granting freedom to ourselves. When we hold on to resentment, the one who is imprisoned is not the other person, it is us. Equally important, we must learn to forgive ourselves. Every one of us has made mistakes. If we continue to punish ourselves for the past, we turn the present moment into a living hell. The Buddha taught that every person has the right to begin again. 8. Nirvana, the supreme happiness. Buddhism does not stop at ordinary happiness. It points toward the ultimate happiness, nirvana. Nirvana is not a place, but a state of mind. No more greed. No more anger. No more delusion. When craving subsides, the mind becomes clear. When the mind is clear, peace naturally arises. This is a happiness that does not depend on conditions and is not shaken by circumstances. 9. Lessons for the young, discipline, effort, and perseverance. The Buddha did not teach people to avoid responsibility. On the contrary, he taught that the most meaningful path is often the hardest at the beginning. Laziness is easy. Giving up is easy. Staying in the comfort zone is easy. But what is easy today creates difficulty tomorrow. Discipline, even if painful in the beginning, opens the door to lasting freedom. Failure, if we do not give up, becomes the foundation of success. 10. The value of human life. Human beings are not born to live meaningless lives. We come into this world to learn, grow, love, create value. If you cannot yet do it for yourself, do it for those who love you. And as long as you are alive, as long as you are breathing, it is never too late to begin again. Conclusion. Buddhism does not promise that your life will be free of bad days. But it offers a path so that bad days do not destroy you. Suffering does not make you lose yourself. And happiness can be found even amid imperfection. Accept bad days. Learn from them. Train the mind. Never give up. That is the path that leads to true happiness.
Thank you for watching until the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to watch more interesting videos.